Hello everyone and welcome to episode 24 of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In this episode we're going to go talk to the Sandals and the Vitales and see just exactly what the hell's going on between these two. But first I want to buy some healing items because I'm low on those. There's a little shop over here where we should be able to see if we have anything to sell.
Achuta, wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana, dong patugas makdelia, runda di hotonga kun honkabi, wana kun bez ching palamule, tonking ba nunotek, togning chatukune munerabes. Jedabadwana ni dibobo, dong nabungsha nununya, dong patugas makdelea. Chikun ita haldonga, yikin kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar di hodunga ku hunkabe. Achuta, wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Dong nabungsha nununya, dong patugas makdelea. Mucho sharp pakat.
Let's see, sell list. Let's see, heavy combat suit. Let's sell both of those. Let's see, I'm not going to use that, so sell that. 1 to 4, ew. Let's sell that. 1 to 4. Let's see, what else can we sell to get a little bit more cash? Prototype vibroblade, we don't need that. Let's go find a bench. Want to see if I could upgrade any items. I did not buy any healing items at all. That was why I came in here in the first place. Just get to it, dude. Okay, I have some healing items now. Good. Let's go. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, in the last episode I was talking about Phil Anselmo. Or not in the last episode. I don't remember off the top of my head what I was talking about the last episode because I recorded that like 5 or 6 days ago. Because I recorded a batch of episodes. I recorded a batch of episodes all in one day. And then the workbench in here, right? Yeah. Okay, nothing there. Blasters. It was, I don't remember what I was talking about in the last, because it was so long ago that I recorded, I didn't watch my own episode. I do that from time to time, just to make sure it looks and it still looks and sounds the way I want it to when it's all said and done, but come on. I usually don't watch my own stuff. But the episode before that, I I do remember what I was talking about. I didn't get to talk about much because it was a very dialogue-driven episode. So I spent the entire time just talking to people. And trying to solve a murder case, which I eventually did. So that was fun, but it didn't leave me with much time to talk without, interrupting. Bastila, where are you? There you are. Without interrupting, I lost my train of thought. Without interrupting any of the dialogue, or so that you guys could hear it and get the story, which the story is, I'm leaving all that crap in because the story is a large chunk of what makes this game so good in the first place. Let's see what this is over here. Is this Sandral or Matali? Yeah, Matali. We get to go talk to Matali. So I didn't want to interrupt that, but the episode before that, or toward the beginning of it, I was talking about Phil Anselmo. Phil Anselmo, for those that don't know, he was the lead singer of Pantera for all of their big successful albums, and one before it called Power Metal that they usually tried to hide off their stuff before Cowboys from Hell, but it does exist. And a whole lot of it was, well, hair metal, which in turn is why they tried to... It was albums that they weren't so proud of later on in their existence. And it wasn't what they got them known for, so they kind of just acted like Cowboys from Hell, their first big album, was their first album. It really wasn't. But a lot of people would argue that it was their first good album. Let's see, level up. Skill, I'm going to save the skill for later. Powers. This power offers protection from direct force power attacks. We'll get down to evil powers. Are there... No, I thought there were neutral powers. Let's get Force Lightning because we can. Auto level up.
Ready? Yes.
More Kathhounds to kill. But yeah, aside from that, he's done a lot of other projects. He's done a punk band, hardcore punk band called Arson Anthem with Hank Williams III that I rather enjoy, and I'm incredibly picky about punk to begin with, so it's one of the few punk bands that I would actually like sit and listen to and enjoy. He's done 2 black metal projects. We'll see what that journal is. You have found the body of Cassius Sandral. He was mauled by Kathhounds. Well, not surprising.
Yes.
Sure.
There's more Kathhounds overkill over here. Let's go take care of them. Always looking for more experience. And these are simple calf hounds too. These aren't tough ones. Let's see what else was. He has I think his last big releases were the second EP of the Down 4 collection of EPs, which there should be 2 more, I think.
What can I do?
Ready? Yes?
And that was thoroughly enjoyable. And he did a project called Phil Anselmo and the Illegals.
How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? I mean, were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Of all the Jedi in the galaxy, why did we get the one who's absent-minded? They're maybe losing as a side effect of her battle meditation.
Laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Oh, no, I don't think there is. Should be there's more calf hounds somewhere out here whose ass we can kick. There's some grounds we should visit. See what else. He did 2 black metal projects. One was kind of a super group with him and a bunch of people who were like famous within the black metal realms called Ibon. And Ibon was, for one reason or another, they've only ever had one song get officially released. And it's pretty good. It's called Mirror Soul Jesus. You can look that up on YouTube. It's a pretty good song. And then there was Viking Crown. The very first Viking Crown album was him by himself. And it's a freaking mess. Like, it's barely listenable at all. And the sound quality is just heinous. It sounds like a gargled mess, really. Then the second one and third album, for the second and third albums, he was joined by his wife at the time, who went by the name Opal Enthroned for the releases. And the lead singer of Necrophagia, who goes by the stage name Killjoy.
This is Private Frost. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Allen Matali.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matali wishes to speak. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you so certain the Sandrels are to blame? Any information you might have might be helpful.
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrels arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrels would sound just about the same, don't you?
The injustices the Sandrils have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandril droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing? What happened to the droids?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandril clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
If you go speak with Nurik Sandril, you're jumping to conclusions. Where can I find the Sandrils?
Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrils. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
The Jedi Council cannot be bought. I will remain neutral despite your attempt to bribe.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandril estate.
You would be willing to risk open war over this?
It is the Sandrils who have started this, not I.
And here I thought you would blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Garth. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alana's not just making idle threats. He's rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandril estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matale before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Okay, let's go try to find their estate. Anyway, let's see, what else has he done? He was in Necrophagia for a while, actually. I mentioned them earlier. They're one of the earliest examples of death metal. They hadn't produced an album in a really long time. And Phil Anselmo was actually friends with their singer, who again goes by the stage name Killjoy, and he's like, I bet I could write a Necrophagia album. And Killjoy took him up on this, and they wrote an album called Holocausto de la Muerta, and they did a couple of EPs as well. His wife at the time, Opal, eventually joined in on this as a keyboardist. So that, I mean, they had, all three of them had worked together on 2 music projects. Viking Crown, which honestly was never a very good black metal band, but I kind of like them anyway. And Necrophagia. He announced recently that he is going to be doing a couple of projects. He did one other project. I don't remember if I mentioned them earlier. Superjoint Ritual. And Superjoint Ritual was another very, very good one that I like a whole hell of a lot, alongside Down. Superjoint Ritual kicked fucking ass. It was a hardcore metal band, and I played their first album, Use Once and Destroy, to freaking death, and I absolutely loved it. And I have both of their albums, and I have both of their DVDs as well. They had a couple of live DVDs. I'm going to save real quick. And I saw them live twice back in the day. Once was when was a show in downtown Dallas. And at that show in downtown Dallas, I actually met most of the band. I didn't meet all of them, but I got to meet everybody except for Phil, and they all signed my copy of their second album, Lethal Dose of American Hatred. And I still have that, so I've got a signed album from the whole band, so that's cool. Central Grounds, that's what we're looking for. The second time was at Ozfest. That was a lot of fun as well. I think that was my first trip to Ozfest. I've been to 2 or 3, and one of the Ozfest was absolutely amazing concert. Oh, there's someone being attacked over here. It looks like a droid. Yeah, the first one was an absolutely amazing concert. It was Black Sabbath had gotten back together with Ozzy for that tour. And Judas Priest had just gotten back together with Rob Halford, so it was their first tour with him in a long time. And Slayer was on the bill as well, and Black Label Society. A whole bunch of really, really awesome bands, and it's the most fun concert that I've ever been to. None of them necessarily put on the best show that I've ever been to, but overall that was the best show in general. I mean, others have put on single shows that were better than that, but as a whole, you know. Let's talk to this droid.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C-842, a personal assistant droid.
Personal assistant droid? Why were the Cathhounds attacking you? Looks like that was quite a beating you took. I am not a Jedi Master yet.
Ah, yes. I apologize for my incorrect terminology. As I said, I am C-842, a personal assistance droid. Although in recent months, the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
Are you Elise's droid?
Did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me.
You're running from her?
Yes, but I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
Is she crazy or all the time? But she wants you back.
She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those Cathhounds.
You sought them out? What, are you suicidal or something? You want to get away that badly?
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me?
Fine, I'll destroy you and tell her why you did it. No, you should go back to her. I'll destroy her.
But why?
She's lonely and needs your support. You're her property and must obey her, because if you don't, I'll carry you back myself.
You're right. How could I be so selfish? I must not think only of myself, but of how it affects her. She must be frantic, and if she lost me, she'd be devastated. I must return her. It is my duty.
Okay, we solved that.
Ready?
I'm here.
Sure.
Let's save again. He announced that he's going to work on he's working on a death metal project, and I said he's done that before, so I'm kind of excited for that. See how that turns out. But he also announced that he's working on new Superjoint Ritual, and that news really excites me because I am a huge fan of Superjoint Ritual. I absolutely love both their, especially the first one. I must have played that one to death back when I got it, back in the day. And gets me, I mean, I have wanted... Oh shit, there's a lot of them over there.
Sure.
I have wanted new SJR for a long time. Asshole, you want to help?
Ready.
What can I do?
Okay, we got 2 of them. No. Attack. So he's working on 2 new projects now. Oh, he did a other project that was like an interesting combination of like groove metal and like sludge metal. Called Phil H. Anselmo and the Illegals. I thought that their album was pretty good.
What?
Not the greatest thing ever written, but pretty good. There's a Mandalorian datapad. I want to look at that. I should actually review that for my show someday. My album review show on my other channel.
What?
Because I think that's a thoroughly enjoyable album. Not the best thing ever written, but thoroughly enjoyable.
What can I do?
Let's see if we can just lower this one over here. And kick its ass. I wasn't trying to attack him, I was trying to attack this Cathound. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think that's awesome news. I love Supertruck Ritual, and I cannot wait for a new album. That's going to be great. First one in a long, long time. Oh, this is just 3 regular Cathounds. Ah, shit. This guy's kicking my ass. Ah. I wanted to exit the area. It's not gonna let me, is it? Nope. Fuck. This guy... Oh, he's not even close to dead. Shit. Would you lose interest in me, please, so my guys can come back to life? Let's go across this bridge, then. I'll track this over to the Metale's land. It didn't cross the bridge. Well, shit. Okay, this will be like cheating, but if this gets it dead and I can bring back my allies good, I will do this. Because it keeps running away from the bridge. This is taking advantage of AI, but I don't care. I want to live through this. Okay, so if you consider this cheating, whatever. I just don't want to die. For this thing. He's over half dead. Ah, that... You missed with everything, Carth. Let's back up and take one more pot shot at it. This guy will die eventually. Got him one more time with the blaster. Let's go back. Die, you some bitch. Back up, 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 back up to the bridge. As soon as I hit that bridge, he turns around. You will die. Slowly, but you will die. And then I'm going to call it. As soon as my other characters are back alive. Oh, we need to look. I wonder what that Mandalorian datapad says. We need to look at that. That probably has more information about what the hell they're doing on this place. In this place. There we go. 750.
I'm here.
Sure. What?
Yes?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. That would be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody. Bye.